Hello everybody, Cobra2 here. I'm just gonna say that for this video, it's only 30 minutes, and I'm glad it's only 30 minutes because something happened with my audio after I exported it, and the game's fine, but I'm all robotic, and it's really fucking annoying. So, yeah, I'm sorry that the audio messed up, and as you'll see in the video, I lost the original version of this video. So episode 4 will be, like I say at the end, 30 minutes. It'll have better audio, so just hang in with this one, guys. Thank you. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Okay. Okay. I'm sitting here. I had Psn Id episode 3 done, rendered, everything, okay? Completely done. I was just gonna upload it and have it scheduled to go live tomorrow, you know? And fucking when I turned my computer on today, after I got home, I realized, well, it wouldn't let me on. The fucking thing told me that it could not log on to my damn computer. So I'm sitting here trying to fix it. I got it back up, and all of a sudden, the fucking file is gone. My video was just fucking gone. What the fuck? So now, I gotta go through all that shit again. And then I gotta fucking... I was about to record episode 4 too, so I could just be done, and just all I would have to do is upload them, render it today, and just do whatever the fuck I want until Saturday. Then I gotta record the 2 more episodes for Monday and Tuesday. This is fucking BS. I was sitting here expecting to be able to just... I hate my life right now. Like, what the hell? So anyway, I since I have to do this again, I'm just gonna fucking put in the PS Vita audio because I got a suggestion to do so, and I'm gonna put in the fucking some slurpiness. I'm gonna put in that fucking audio because you know what? Why not? Why can I not do that? You know, we're just gonna test now. It might not be a permanent thing depending on how I like the music. I probably won't even notice. To be completely honest, I probably won't notice. Oh my fucking god, this is fucking hell. I'll see you guys when I get back because. Well, I ended is with touch of creepy. I gotta go all the way back now. Fun! Okay, guys, I got back here, and now, guys, we gotta go all the way. Well, I at least gotta go through this whole entire sequence of events that I've already witnessed all over again because I tried getting the fucking thing back, and and the last restore I had was on the 19th. I don't know what day that is exactly. Let's see. It was this Sunday. Fucking grand. She says in a valiant voice. Fuck me, bro. I only repeat back her words. I don't know who she is or what she's talking about. All I know is that this small girl is the same kind of being as the man outside. The girl says nothing and just stares at me silently. How can I put this? The figure in front of me is so special that I forget the situation that the man outside could come and attack me at any second. It feels like time has stopped just around me. The fear of death had disappeared, and only the girl fills my vision. She speaks again. Then suddenly I hear the words master and servant. A pain shoots through my left hand. It's like a hot iron has been placed on my hand. I grab my left hand instinctively. That must have been the signal as the girl quietly nods her lovely face. Even I have some knowledge of magic. I understand what that word means. But the girl doesn't answer me and looks away with the same grace she had when she nodded. She looks at the door of the shed. There stands the man, his lance ready in his hand. Oh, fuck me. She moves faster than I can think. The knightly girl leaps out of the shed without hesitation. I get up and follow the girl, even forgetting the pain in my body. There's no way that girl will be a match for him. Even armored like that, she's a girl smaller than me. My words are silenced by the sound. I can't believe my eyes. This time, my head really goes blank. The sound of weapons. The moon is hidden behind the clouds and the yard has returned to its original darkness. In it, sparks are born from steel hitting steel. The lance-wielding man wordlessly attacks the girl who jumped out of the shed. But the girl parries the blow of the lance and knocks away all following attacks, driving the man back with every blow. I can't believe it. The girl called Saber is overpowering that man. The battle has begun. What happened between me and him earlier wasn't a battle. A battle is a fight between two people who can kill each other. Whatever the difference in skills, if each has a way to kill the other, then you can call it a battle. Their fight is a battle in that sense too. The man's lance, that I can even see, is thrown with even more power. But the girl parries it with the thing in her hands and closes in on the man. The man retreats a bit. He holds his lance vertically to protect his ribs as the girl goes for him. For a moment, the man's lance glows. There was a blow like an explosion, and I guess it really was one. The instant the man blocks the thing the girl's holding, the lance in his hand glows as if electrified. The man, and even I, can tell what it is. That is a force of magical energy so strong that it's visible. In each of the girl's blows is a terrible amount of magical energy. That outrageous amount of magical energy is penetrating the opponent's weapon just by touching it. Such a thing. It would take such force to block it. If you think that the man's lance is an accurate sniper rifle, the blow of the girls are just as powerful. Are like those of a powerful shotgun. Every time the girl swings, the yard is filled with light. But that isn't what's overpowering the man. Oh shit, I should probably put my phone on the violin. There we go. Silent and vibrate at the same time do not make a good word. The man complains while avoiding the girl's fierce attacks. The girl doesn't answer, but only attacks even more with a thing in her hands. The man retreats without even a chance for a counterattack. Because the girl's weapon is invisible. As he cannot sense her range, it would be careless to attack recklessly. Yes, it is invisible. The girl definitely has something in her hand. But you can't see what shape it is, nor how long it is. You can't tell anything about it. Perhaps it's totally invisible, as it does not show up even when sparks fly off from it. The man must be having a hard time defending against it, as his moves aren't as sharp. And the girl lets out a voice for the first time. She swings her weapon with more fury. A storm swings without pause. The flying sparks remind me of a blacksmith hitting iron. The lance-wielding man blocks them, clucking his tongue. I must say, I admire his skills, even though he tried to kill me. The man is blocking invisible blows, watching only the opponent's legs and arms. But that's it. You only need to beat down someone who's gone defensive. As if to say so, the girl steps even closer to the man and delivers a blow with all her might, as if smashing him down. He must see this as his opportunity as the man disappears. No, he jumped back, making it look like he disappeared. The girl's blow cuts through the air and destroys the ground, kicking up dust. The blow swung as the final one was easily dodged. I can tell even from a distance. I don't know about the careful blows from before, but such a big blow won't be able to touch that man. Even that man's body must have been straining under all those attacks. But he suppressed it for an instant and jumped away. As if this blow will determine the victor. The man who jumped back several meters jumps as soon as he lands. As if reversing his retreat, he jumps at the girl. In contrast, the girl swells her sword on the ground. That opening is irrevocable. The red lance returns in less than a second and the girl twirls her body with the sword still on the ground. So the contest lasts less than a second. The man sees his mistake and tries to hold back, while the girl uses her whole body to execute her blow. The man blown away and the girl who blew him away both seemed discontent. They each launched their blows to kill each other. Even if they allowed them to escape immediate danger, they were worthless. Their distance opens. The two stare at each other silently.
どうしたランサー止まっていては僧兵の名が泣こうそちらが来ないのなら私が行くが
わざわざ死にに来るかそれは構わんがその前に一つだけ聞かせろ
Oh, I'm dying.
貴
Oh.
様の宝具それは剣か
The man glares as if staring right into her heart.
さあどうかな旋風かもしれぬし双剣かもしれぬいやもしや弓かもしれんぞランサ
ー抜かせセイバー
Perhaps it's really funny for him. The man, the one called Lancer, lowers his lance. It looks like he's indicating that he doesn't want to fight anymore. The girl is puzzled by Lancer's actions, but I know that stance. It was used in that fight a few hours ago in the schoolyard. It's the fatal move that was supposed to have ended the show.
ついでにもう一つ聞くがなお互い初見だしよここらで分けって気はないか悪い話じゃないだろそらあそこでほうけているお前のマスターは使い物にならんし俺のマスターとて姿を晒せねえ大ふぬけときたここはお互い万全の状態になるまで勝負を持ち越した方が好ましいんだが
断るあなたはここで倒れろランサー
そうかよたくこっちはもともと様子見が目的だったんだぜサーバントが出たとあっちゃ長居する気はなかったんだが
It seems like the air around them distorted. Lancer lowers his stance. A chill runs through the air at that moment. It's exactly like back then. The magical energy rumbles in a whirlpool centered on that lance.
ホーグ
The girl readies her parent's sword and glares at the enemy in front of her. The girl, facing the enemy, knows better than I how dangerous he is.
じゃあなその心臓をもらい受ける
The beast jumps. Lancer instantly appears in front of the girl as if he teleported and thrusts his lance at the girl's feet. It was a bad move, even in my eyes. With that lance already lowered, it wouldn't be effective to aim low at the girl. To prove my point, the girls jump over the lance and move forward to slash Lancer away. At that moment, with words themselves charged with magical energy. Or bulge, according to the English dub. So it's not gay bulge, it's gay bulge. Remember that, kiddos. The lance thrust at the girl's feet rushes towards her heart. Her body rises into the air. The girl is driven up into the air by the blow of the lance, and she crashes down. No, lands on the ground. She's bleeding. The girl, who hasn't even received a scratch so far, is bleeding badly from her chest.
ジュソいや今のは因果の逆転か
I'm surprised too. No, since I saw it from a distance, I can tell better than her that the attack just now was a strange one. The lance was definitely aimed at her feet, but it suddenly changed its course, moving strangely in an impossible direction, and pierced the girl's heart. But that lance itself is not grown or bent. It looks so natural that it makes one think that the lance was already in her heart, and for that reason, it's strange. It's not as simple as the lance changing its course and piercing her heart. The lance did not change its course, but changed the means so that the result would be so. The lance thrust with the name carried the result of piercing her heart as a premise. In other words, the process of the result were reversed. And the result were reversed. As long as there was the result of the lance piercing her heart, the course of the lance was merely something added later to prove that fact. An evil thorn that breaks through all defenses. A lance that pierces the heart every time it's used. A weapon that determines your fate just by its use. How can anyone block such a ridiculous attack? However, the enemy tries to dodge it, the lance will pierce their heart without fail. That's why this move is fatal. A cursed lance that always pierces the opponent with one thrust. But the girl had evaded it just by a small margin. She is wounded, but it was not a fatal blow. It would have been really funny if it was. In a sense, her actions were more impossible than that lance. The instant the lance was thrust, she turned and jumped back with all her might, as if she knew this was going to happen. Either she had incredible luck or enough divine protection to nullify the curse of the lance. Either way, she avoided a fatal blow and sullied the lance's name. The girl catches her breath. The blood that was running so much had stopped, and even her stabbed wound is healing. I guess that's extraordinary. I knew she wasn't normal, but still, that's too strange. Like her skills to fight against Lancer, like the incredible magical energy in each of her blows, and like her body that heals by itself, this girl clearly surpasses Lancer. But that was only up till now. Even if it's healing, her wound is deep. If Lancer attacks her now, she'll be defeated without even being able to defend herself. But, with this overwhelming advantage, Lancer doesn't move. He glares at the girl, grinding his teeth so hard that I can hear it. To be fair, I don't think Lancer ever hits someone with that. I'm just gonna make a joke, but that also is spoilery. A voice that seems to echo from the ground. Lancer frowns. You know, what if he didn't repeat it? Would she have, like, registered the name? Like, when he threw it? And could he have been, like, completely, like, on the down low? She wouldn't know who he was? Probably not. I don't know. His hostility disappears and he collects his tongue in annoyance. Actually, it probably never hits because he's Irish. And all Irish people have got... they've got shit luck. I mean... Well, I am fairly certain he's got E-luck. Me having E-luck, I can sympathize with him. It sucks, man. Playing Grand Order, getting so many Ryudo temples, and 3-star craft essences that you don't even want or need. And on the occasional chance you get a servant, it's also a 3-star. It's bad. The pressure goes away. Lancer doesn't even attack the wounded girl, simply turns his back and moves to the edge of the yard. With one bound, Lancer easily jumps over the wall and disappears. The wounded girl starts running to pursue the enemy. I run through the yard with all my strength. The girl will go after him if I don't stop her instantly. But there was no need for that. When the girl tries to jump over the wall, she clenches her chest and stops. I run to her and stare at her. No, I tried to approach her to call out to her, but I forgot about it the instant I came near her. To put it simply, everything about her is absurd. Now that I'm near her, I can tell that the shining armor she wears is really heavy. The old-fashioned cloth is smooth, a vivid blue. No, that isn't what fascinates me. The girl, who seems to be a few years younger than me, is beautiful. The golden hair lit by the moonlight is finely textured, as if sprinkled with gold dust. The face, with some sign of naivety, I'm just gonna pronounce it like this, I can't fucking read, has elegance, and her white skin looks soft. I can't call out to her because I'm fascinated by her beauty, and also for another reason. Because seeing the girl fighting and getting hurt somehow made me mad. All the while I'm fascinated with her, the girl has her hand on her chest. But that ends quickly. The girl lets her chest go and looks up as if the pain has gone away. She stares directly at me. I'm not sure how I should talk to her, but I noticed something about her. Even though it missed her heart, the lance stabbed her in the chest, but she's unscathed. I've heard of healing magics, but I didn't see her use anything like that. So that means she must automatically... She automatically heals when she is wounded. Then my brain switches gear. This is no time to be fascinated by her. She's a strange being. I can't let my guard down until I know what she is.
お前何者だ。
I take half a step back and ask her.
何者も何もセーバーのサーバントです。
I was about to read because there was like no voice instantly.
あなたが私を呼び出したのですから確認をするまでもないでしょう。
セイバーのサーバント。
はい。ですから私のことはセーバーと。
She replies without hesitation. Her tone is polite yet gentle, and just hearing it makes my head go blank. Hey, what am I getting excited about?
そうか。変な名前だな。
I had my burning face in my hand and replied really stupidly. I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't know of any such thing to say. Since I asked her name, isn't it natural for her to introduce herself? In that case, it would be impolite to stay silent like this.
俺はシロ。エミやシロって言ってこの家の人間だ。
What am I doing? Are my answers getting stupider? But she told me her name, so I should answer too. I know I'm confused right now, but I have to be polite no matter who this is. The girl, Saber, just stares at me without changing her expression.
いや違う。今のはなしだ。聞きたいのはそういうことでなくて、つまりだな。
分かっています。あなたは正規のマスターではないのですね。
ね。
しかし、それでもあなたは私のマスターです。契約を交わした以上、あなたを裏切りはしない。
Damn it! Fucking Japanese. Crap. I can hear her words, but they make no sense to me. All I know is that she's calling me with a ridiculous word like master.
それは違う。俺マスターなんて名前じゃないぞ。
それでは素人。ええ。私としてはこの発音の方が好ましい。
As soon as she says my name, I think my face lit up on fire. Shouldn't you call someone by the last name on a first meeting? She is not Japanese. She does not follow that. It's just like over here in the fucking U.S. You know. Honestly, I don't like the U.S. right now. But anyway, fucking... I'm probably going insane, but I hear Minecraft glass breaking. Yeah, I'm insane.
ちょっと待て。なんだってそっちの方。
Pain suddenly runs through my left hand. The back of my hand is burning. My hand feels like it's in a fire, and on it is a strange mark that looks like a tattoo.
それは霊樹と呼ばれるものです、シロ。私たちサーバントを律する3つの命令権であり、マスターとしての命でもある。
お前。
Before I can finish with "Are you?", the air around her changes.
シロ、傷の治療を。
She speaks in a cold voice. It seems her attention is on something far away, behind the wall, and not on me.
待て。まさか俺に言ってるのか。悪いけど、そんな難しい魔術は知らないし、それにもう治ってるじゃないか、それ。
Saber frowns a bit. I think I said something really wrong there.
ではこのままで臨みます。自動修復は外面を覆っただけですが、あと一度の戦闘ならば支障はないでしょう。
あと一度って何を？
She was made to fight, so don't be so surprised when she needs to.
この程度の重圧なら数秒で倒し得る相手です。
Saying so, Saber jumps lightly. Just like Lancer, she leaps over the wall and disappears outside. I'm left alone in the yard.
外に敵？
As soon as I say it out loud, I realize what it means.
ちょっと待て。まだ戦うっていうのか、お前。
No shit, Sherlock! My body starts to move. Without thinking, I run to the gate with full force. I run to the gate, unlock it with trembling hands, and jump outside.
サイバー、どこだ？
I search through the dark. The moon is hidden, now of all times, and it is completely dark. But I hear something nearby.
そこか。
I run to the small road with no sign of anybody on it. It all happens in an instant. Saber is confronting a familiar guy in red. Saber runs at the man in red without hesitation, takes his guard down with one blow, and easily slashes the man in red. Saber raises her arm to finish him off. But right before the man in red's neck is slashed, he disappears as a powerful magic is cast. Saber doesn't stop. She dashes to the person behind the man in red and easily cuts off the large spell the person launches. I knew she was strong, but this is overwhelming. That spell right now is at a level of intervention magic that I cannot even compare with. Father could use one as strong as that, but to cast a natural intervention of that power instantly, I don't think even a first-class magist could do so. But Saber nullified even that masterclass magic. The enemy must be a magist, as the match is decided right there. The magist's attack are no use against Saber, and she mercilessly attacks the magist. A sound of someone falling backwards. The magist has miraculously dodged Saber's blow, but the enemy now cannot move. Saber corners the enemy and points her invisible sword. My mind freezes, probably because the moon lights up the scene for an instant. I can tell that the figure Saber is pointing at is human. I can't tell who it is, but the image of Saber killing someone getting splattered with blood pops into my head. Saber moves. She will pierce the enemy's throat with that thing in her hand.
Yamero! Saber!
I scream as loud as I can. Her sword stops. Thank God I can't see her sword. The end of her invisible sword isn't wet with the enemy's blood.
Yamero! 頼むからやめてくれ。Saber!
I address her, glaring, preparing myself to do my best to stop her.
なぜ止めるのです、シロ。彼女はアーチャーのマスターです。ここで仕留めておかなければ。
No, Saber has no intention of stopping. She only stopped because I said so, and she is ready to bring her sword down at any time.
だから待てって。人のことをマスターだとか言ってるけど、こっちは点でわからないんだ。俺をそんな風に呼ぶんなら、少しは説明するのが筋ってもんだろう。
Saber doesn't answer. She only stares at me in silence.
順番が違うだろう、セイバー。俺はまだお前が何なのか知らない。けど話してくれるなら聞くから。
Damn it. Saber is silent. Still pointing her sword at the fallen enemy, she looks at me discontentedly.
そんなこととはどのようなことか。あなたはむやみに人を傷つけるな、などという理想論を挙げるのですか。
Pretty much. Not hurting anyone unnecessarily? Well, it is true that we should avoid fights as much as possible, but I'm not so good-natured as to release someone who came to attack me.
つまりあなたは敵であれ命を絶つなと言いたいのでしょう。そのような言葉には従いません。敵は倒すものです。それでもやめろというのであれば、令状を持って私を律しなさい。
いや、そんなことっていうのはお前のことだ。女の子が剣なんて振り回すもんじゃない。怪我をしてるならなおさらだろう。ってそっか、本当に剣を持ってるかどうかはわからないんだっけ。いや、とにかくそういうのはダメだ。
You know, Shiro's a bit sexist, but oh well. Saber looks dumbfounded, as if taken aback. How long were we standing like that?
で、いつになったら剣を下げてくれるのかしらね、セイバーさんは。
The figure on the ground suddenly speaks. Saber suddenly concentrates her attention on her sword.
諦めなさい。敵を前にして下げる剣はありません。
あなたのマスターは下げろって言ってるのに。セイバーともあろうサーバントが主に逆らうって言うんだ。
Saber grits her teeth. But Saber lowers her sword and relaxes. Saber's hostility disappears, so she must have put away her sword as well.
さ、なら立ってもいいのよね、私。
The one on the ground stands up. She looks shameless, brushing her hair. Hey, wait a second. The sulky person is definitely... What?
お前、遠さか。
こんばんは、エミヤ君。
Tosakarin replies with a big smile. That gets me. If she greets me normally like that, everything that happened up to now seems like a dream, and no, my head's about to explode. Geez, how easy would things be if they did?
いや、だからさっきの魔術は遠坂が使ったってことだから、つまり
魔術師ってことでしょ。まあ、お互い似たようなもんだし、隠す必要もないわよね。
When she replies clearly like that, it makes me seem stupid for asking.
いいから話は中でしましょう。どうせ何も分かってないんでしょ、エミヤ君は。
So saying, she walks toward the entrance.
待て父さんが何考えてんだお前。
And then, she turns and the smile on her face isn't like the previous one.
バカね、いろいろ考えてるわよ。だから話をしようって言ってるんじゃない。エミヤ君、突然の事態に驚くのもいいけど、素直に認めないと命取りって時もあるのよ。ちなみに今がその時だと分かって。
She glares at me.
分かればよろしい。それじゃあ行こっか、エミヤ君のお家にね。
Tosaka goes through the gate.
なんかすげえ怒ってるぞあいつ。
It's only natural. She had a sword pointed at her until now, and she was almost killed.
いやそれにしたって。
Is it just my imagination, or is she totally unlike how she seems at school? So I'm in a strange situation. In front of me is the school's #1 idol whom I admire, Tosaka-rin. And following suddenly behind me is Saber, who calls herself a sorcerer. Oh. The hallway suddenly feels like a different dimension. But I can't be a coward forever. I'm a magus, even if I'm just an amateur. How about this? How about you call yourself a sorcerer? Because I'm fluctuating on that pronunciation so much, I'd rather you be a sorcerer. It sounds stupid, but you want to be like your father, so be a sorcerer. Tosaka-rin, a magus just like me, is acting so fearlessly, so I have to act firmly too. But I can only work out a few things. First, about Saber, who's following me. I am sure that she is some kind of familiar, because she calls me master and I've made a contract with her. I hear that a familiar is some kind of assistant for a magus. I must imagine transfer part of their body into something and summon it as another self. For the other self, a magus usually uses a small animal. That's simple because it's easy to take over the mind of something like a cat or a dog. Some magi use humans as their familiar, but they need enough magical energy to restrain a human at all times if they do such a thing. But if one constantly uses enough magical energy to control someone, it would take most of the magus's magical energy to sustain the familiar. But that'd be putting the cart before the horse. A familiar is something that assists the magus. To reduce the burden on the magus, it is commonly accepted that small animals are most suitable. So I've been taught, but...
何かあるのですか、シオ。
ああいやなんでもない。
Saber looks human no matter how you look at her, and she's clearly superior to me, her master. I don't have the magical energy to control such a person, and more than that, I don't have the magic circuit to summon a familiar. Saber must be something rather unlike a familiar. She said that she is a servant. I don't know what that is, but I think the man called Lancer and the man in red with Tosaka were the same thing. And it must be that Tosaka is also called a master. I just saw her magic skills. If I am worth half a magus, she is worth about 3 magi. Though of course, there's no point in comparing me to the other magi when I can only use the strength of magi. Anyway, Tosaka is an amazing magus. In any spiritually superior land is a family of magi that looks after the land. The Emi family only came to this land in Kiritsugu's generation, so we're just strangers. That's why I didn't know that the Tosakas were magi. And I didn't think that Tosaka knew the Emi's were a family of magi either. There are several magi in this town that I don't know about. If Lancer is the familiar of another magus in this town, then does it mean that I stuck my head into the conflict between magi?
へえ、結構広いのね。和風っていうのも新鮮だな。あ、エミヤ君、そこが今？
Saying so, Tosaka goes into the living room. Let's stop thinking for now. Let's just listen to Tosaka's story. I turn the lights on. And... wait. Let me think about this before I do it. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to end it here because I'm just going to make 2 episodes to kind of recap what happened all in episode 3. They'll be up today and tomorrow, so... And then I'll go back to like hour-long episodes on Monday, so I'll see you guys next time. I fucking hate my life.